but also is pressure coming from the edges and up the middle. That is Fountain, Gentry, and as you said, Lucas. They audibled, so did USC. It looked like it was 3 down linemen, then all of a sudden it has not worked well for Jacob Clark against his pass rush.
Pressure, and he goes down. Kameryn Fountain, coaches told us to come in camp, and he just collapsed the pocket for the sack.
I think he made a huge jump last year. You go back and watch their bowl game, he might be the most impressive player on the field. He gets there first. I got a feeling that number 6, Anthony Lucas, is like, can I get? He's had pressure all.
Offensive line loves it too on an 85-degree day. A 1-play scoring drive after a 10-play scoring drive preceded it. Jacob Clark back to the ground. Kameryn Fountain, hello.
Kameryn Fountain has been a monster this whole game. I mean, really, he and Anthony Lucas have really been disruptive. They continue to find their way into the backfield. We had a chance to spend some time with Eric Henderson, who coaches the defensive line. He and Sean Nua, this group is real. It's the biggest air line.
On the defensive line, led by Kameryn Fountain, Devin Tompkins, pulse of the team. That's what the coaches told us about Tompkins. Great to have one of the most unique players in the country. Eric Gentry back from injury last year, and their stud on the back end is the safety, Kameryn Ramsey.
And Kameryn Ramsey is going to be playing.
Their 2-minute timeout is looming, and they do snap it before. French can't get away, and down he goes into the hands of Fountain. He escaped Abasiri, but Fountain was right there to pick him up.
Kameryn Fountain is one of those guys that is one-on-one tough for Purdue to handle.
Already has 3 sacks on the early season and almost got one there after the pressure.
Line of scrimmage, you can pick off the defender.
Boilermakers have moved it to the 39-yard line. Now they're going to lose a yard back to the 40 as Maccabees knocked down by Kameryn Fountain again. As we look at the USC defense, and he's the guy we have highlighted for a reason. He's already made a couple of big plays. That front is a good one. Eric Gentry, he was so good early in the season before concussion ended his year, and he's freakish. Number 18, keep your eye on him. And in the back end, Kameryn Ramsey is the guy that wears the green dot for Danton Lynn's defense. 4th year in Los Angeles as the head coach of the Trojans. First down, Ryan Brown's going to be swarmed under at the 20.
Guy. Kameryn Fountain has been a problem, a mismatch already.
Gentry's there too.
Yeah, Gentry to clean it up, but it's been a problem right here. This matchup has given them so far, and by the way, Purdue knew it. Purdue felt that he might need help at tackle. Gentry comes one way, inside, and Fountain the other way, and that's the way you rush the passer right there.
Tough combo right there. So second makers didn't want to be with on this drive. Jaheim Merriweather in the backfield, and he got maybe a yard. There's another flag down.
Yeah, let's see how aggressive Lincoln.
Nicholson, 14 sacks already for USC, most of the country.
Yes, and that was a massive problem for them last year.
And one note on those guys making the sacks, Kameryn CRAWFORD has changed his name from Kameryn Fountain. It's a personal matter. He'd like to keep that to himself, but he's changed his name. So if you hear us say Crawford, that's why.
And of course, number 18.
3rd and 9, Michigan State. Childs crumples in the pocket. Braylon Shelby is in there among others. It's 4th down, Michigan State.
We call this a TT stunt. Inside, they're going to go here and knock each other's guys off the blocks. Boom, puts the shoulder into him, gets him free, and now they both get to join in on a half stack.
Tompkins and Shelby.
They love the fact that they have him tonight.
You mentioned Crawford. Just in case you weren't with us at the beginning of the game, Kameryn Fountain has changed his last name to Kameryn CRAWFORD. So if you're a USC fan, you're used to hearing that name. It's Crawford now, wearing number 1 at the bottom of the formation there. Quick hitter.
Spartans without a lot of their key players.
That is a very, very difficult update, but we are game-wise. But we were thinking about Wayne Matthews as they'll go with a quick hitter for Omari Kelly, and he is swarmed and dropped. Kameryn CRAWFORD got in there to get his feet. It's a loss of a couple.
Special plays here in the second half to get them back in.
It's CRAWFORD again. He stood him up through the pocket and then tracks him down. CRAWFORD passed him off to Lucas, and then CRAWFORD came back. It's 3rd down.
Yeah. You talk about pursuing the quarterback. Crawford's right here on the end line of scrimmage. Beats the new tackle who comes into the game. And Aiden Childs does a nice job stepping up and trying to keep the play alive. But this is why they always tell pass rushers, continue to pursue the quarterback. Because even if you miss once, you can still have an opportunity to make a play on him later in the same play.
And he did right there for a USC team that came into tonight leading the nation in sacks with 14 of them.
And that's what this outside zone system does. It's not that you're going to run it and average 7 yards a carry, but you will run it, and the defense will have to play it.
Second down run for Tullis in the arms of Crawford. It is 3rd down and long for Michigan State.
Yeah, I want you to watch how Kameryn CRAWFORD stacks right here. He's going to stack this tight end, push him off, get down the line of scrimmage, and go make a play on the back. This is why people get so upset when you see tight ends blocking defensive ends. They have no chance. And for Michigan State, the counter to that is running the boots and the nakeds off of it. They just haven't run those effectively.
Late night. First down for Michigan State. Childs will hand it off, and this should be the final play. Brandon Tullis runs it. Michigan State hung tough despite a ton of injuries defensively.
Lucas